Hello. Okay, so today I have kind of a nice sort of, like you could do it morning, afternoon, wake up flow. So it's stretch and strength. So we're going to start on our shins if this is comfortable, otherwise cross-legged position or with our legs out in front, and we can lie down. So let's just bring our palms up to the sky, lengthen the spine, and find some stillness with your breath as your anchor. Shut down the eyes if that's comfortable for you. And bringing ourselves to the present, finding that space, that freedom in the body and the mind. Let's take the right ear over to the right shoulder. It's lengthening down the left side of the neck, and let's drop the left hand down to the ground. Just be mindful of your back. You're not tucking your tailbone under, just tuck it out, just tuck it under slightly. Just breathing here, softening, lengthening to the left side of the neck. Bring the head back to center. Let's swap over. Left ear, left shoulder. Dropping the right hand down to the ground now. And just be mindful what your shoulders are doing. Mine were coming forward slightly there, so just try and relax the shoulders down towards the hips. Notice if they're coming up towards the ears, if you've got some tension there. Just try and relax them down. Relax your jaw. And soften. Bring the head back up to center. We're going to interlace the hands behind the back, bringing the heel of the hand together. Squeeze those shoulder blades. Keep a slight elbow bend. Just again, so we're not stretching, dumping into these joints. Really stretching across the chest. Opening chest and heart. Bringing it back to center. Interlacing the hands, and we're going to take the hands forward. So really push the hands forward so the palms are facing forwards, chin to chest. Bring it up to the sky. So pressing the heel of the hands up. Release the grip between the hands and bringing it down. Cactus again, opening the chest. I'm really clunky today, so just see how your body feels going through these poses nice and slowly. Bringing the hands behind the head, and we're going to take an in-breath. So we're just going to be really steady here. So take an in-breath, and I want you to let your head come rest into your hands. Open the chest. The weight of your head is in your hands. Out breath, bringing elbows together, in and down. In breath, open it up. Just have a moment, just let that weight of the head go into the hands. Opening. Out breath, taking it in, crunching it down. One more time, in breath. And out breath. Bring ourselves up to center. Let's take the hands either side of the knees, coming up. Let's just come into toes pose here. So bringing all your 10 toes under, just having a moment, just feeling how that feels, just stretching it. If this is really impossible and you don't like it, then don't do it. But just have a moment here. And it's much nicer with this cushiony mat rather than the normal thin mat that I use. And then let's take the hands down, bring the knees under the hips. So just tap out the feet, get that circulation back into the feet. And we're going to come into just rotating the weight around the wrists. So just moving in one direction. And then reverse. Coming back to center, walking the hands so the fingertips are facing towards the knees. So the palms are down and the fingertips are facing towards the knees, if you can get that. And we're just going to take a couple of cats and cows here. So in breath, out breath. In breath. Out breath. One more, in breath. And out breath. Bringing it back to center. So we're going to take our left hand, face it forward. Our right hand, or the back of our hand is going to come down to the mat. Now here, we're just going to just maybe watch what I do with my tricep. I just want you to try and rotate the tricep round to the front, so there. Okay. So just see how that feels. Again, that might not be available to you. Just see how that feels. We're just going to stretch through this wrist. Lifting it up, swap it over. And your elbow might be really bent. It's absolutely fine, guys. And especially when you first put the hand down to the mat, it feels really, well, I say uncomfortable maybe. Getting a good stretch. And then release that back, guys. So if you need to have a little release, let's have a little release because that's quite intense. So just circling the wrists. And then we're going to come to our down dog. So bringing those hands forward. Come on, out the way. Curling the toes under. Let's take our first down dog. So bending through those knees, moving the head if you need to. Let's nod up and down, side to side. And then come to some stillness. So really gripping with the fingers, pushing the ground away with your hands. Lengthening the spine. Let's come up onto the ball of the feet. Let's roll all the way forwards to our high plank. Holding here, just activating our core. And then we're going to lower down to the ground. So if you want to lower onto your knees, lower it down. Tops of the feet come down. Inhale, lift. Baby cobra. Exhale, take it all the way back to down dog. And then walking your feet to your hands. Bend the knees loads. Option to take hold of the elbow or take the hands behind the neck. Just don't force or push here. We're just encouraging. And release the arms down. Let's roll ourselves up to standing. Taking it in, breath here. Out, breath. forward fold. In breath, halfway lift. You're bringing the hands forwards, or you can come to your shins, your thighs, wherever your half forward fold is. Out breath, we're going to step back to our plank. So again, really strong plank here. Gripping with the fingers, pushing the ground away, tucking the pelvis, bracing the belly. Wrapping the triceps, activating the all the muscle in your armpits as well. You probably feel that once you wrap the triceps and push the ground away. Let's lower to the floor. Inhale, come up for a baby cobra. Exhale, take it back to our down dog. In breath, take the right leg up to the sky. Out breath, bringing that right foot forwards. Lowering your left knee. In breath, bringing the arms up. We interlace the hands again, so we're in that Anjaneyasana position or low lunge. So we're really trying to tuck the pelvis under. So we interlace the hands, pressing the heel of the hands up to the sky. You can keep the back foot tucked or untucked. It may help with your balance if it's tucked. So in breath, out breath, taking it forwards. In breath, bringing it up. Out breath, let's come down to our cactus arms. In breath, taking the hands behind the back behind the back of the head. So we've done all of these movements just without the leg position. Out breath, tucking in and down. In breath, out breath. In breath, arms come high. Out breath, we frame the right foot, and we're going to bring the right hand forward, up and back. Bringing it back down to the ground, curling the back toe under. We are lifting up to our high lunge position. Or you can stay down, guys, up to you. So really trying to lengthen the back leg, trying to keep the pelvis tucked, heel lifted. In breath here. Out breath, we come to our warrior two position. So our inner arch of our left foot is in line with the heel of the right foot. We can look forwards or to our fingertips. We're going to flip, take it up to our reverse warrior. In breath. Out breath, bringing it back down, placing that right arm on the thigh, lifting up and over, trying to spiral the chest open. Bringing it back up to our warrior two. Let's come in breath, and then out breath, we're going to straighten our front leg. So you might want to narrow your stance, tucking that pelvis under, and we're going to come to our triangle pose. So forwards and down. So really trying to tuck the pelvis under. Try not to lock your knees out. So I always try and keep a little micro knee bend in my knees because I do hyperextend there. And again, trying to almost, if I have my hands on your sort of mid back, you want to try and open, almost tilt backwards there. Bend into the right knee. Let's come back for our warrior. Reverse warrior. Framing the right foot, bringing our hands down to the ground, And then finally we're ending with our extended pyramid pose. Now the right knee can be bent loads or not. Again, up to you. This is your practice. This is your yoga. Your body is not my body, so work with yours, please. If you want a bit more, you can take the toes up to the sky. Then we're going to step the left foot to the right foot. Forward fold. And in, breath lifting up. Exhale down. So in breath. Out breath, forward fold. In breath, take that halfway lift. Out breath, take it down. So hands are going to come down onto the floor. We are stepping back to our high plank. Taking the weight slightly forwards over the shoulders, lowering it down. This time, maybe come up, if you can, to your up dog. So tuck the chin, tuck the pelvis. Take it back for down dog. This time we lift up the left leg up to the sky. Bring the left foot forwards to between the hands. We drop the right knee. In breath, lift it up. In to lace the fingers. And let's take them up to the sky. Take it forwards, tuck the chin, tuck the pelvis. Take it up to the sky and up. In breath. Exhale, elbows come down. Does anybody else's shoulders crunch when mine comes down? The mine crunch loads. Let's take the hands behind the head. So the head, the weight of the head into the hands on our in-breath. Exhale. Chin to chest, elbows to walk down. One more in-breath. And out-breath. Bring it back, bring those arms back up to the sky. We frame the front foot. Bringing the left hand forward, up and back. Curling the back toe under, we bring it forward. So we're going to come up into our high lunge position. Then from here, we take that warrior two. I'm going to spin round so you can see me. So warrior two position here. So check your feet out. Your feet may need to be really wide or a bit shorter stance. Again, it's sort of with your body. So just try and externally rotate here. Breathe. Be strong in these legs. Pressing down on the outer blades of the feet will lift the inner arches. Let's take a reverse warrior on our in breath. On our out breath. Side body stretched. And spiral that side body up. Bringing it back. In breath. And then we straighten that front leg. Again, let's just narrow this stance if that's available to you. So just there, just tuck that pelvis. I always have to constantly remind myself, come through. Trikonasana, triangle pose. Again, just stay lifted here. We're not just dumping down into these joints. We're looking after our bodies. Practicing with kindness and compassion. Bend into our left knee. Let's take it all the way back. In breath. And then out breath. We're bringing it all the way and frame that left foot. Bring the right foot facing forwards. Taking our extended forward footwash, extended pyramid pose. And again, you've got that option to take the toes up to the sky. Tuck the chin, lengthen the neck spine. And then take the left foot down. Bring the right foot forward to the left foot. Forward fold. Inhale, bring it up to standing. Exhale, bring your hands down to your heart. Down for Tadasana, for our mountain pose. So we're going to bring just a little balance for you. So we're going to bring our right knee in line with our hip if we can. We're going to take hold of our right knee with our right hand. Our left hand can come onto our hip. We're going to take that right knee, external rotation to the side. So from the front, we're right knee, we externally rotate. Just try and keep up, tall, steady gaze. Find your drishti, find your focus. Bring it back, take it down, swap it over. So wobbles, falls, everything is welcome. You can extend the arm out if you want a bit more challenge. You can always look to the opposite hand if you want more challenge. And you can close your eyes if you want more challenge. Bringing it back to center, lowering down with that foot. So we're going to take ourselves into Utkatasana, into chair pose. Let's come onto our toes, so heels lift. We're going to lower our hips down towards our heels. And slowly, we're going to bring the arms forward. And then we're going to take the knees down and uncurl the toes. Let's bring ourselves up, so our hips are going to come up. And we're just going to place our hands just on the back, on the lower back here. So the knees are in line with the hips. Okay, so they're not close together, they're in line with the hips, not glued together. And we're going to tuck the pelvis under, so don't just go into this back bend with your pelvis tucked out already. Let's tuck it under, safe back bend. And we're not doing a big back bend, we haven't done loads of back bending today. So let's just take it back. Now if this does not feel good for you, then you come back up, okay? So just really tuck that pelvis under and take it back. So we're just going to do 2. Try and keep braced here as well. Let's not pop the ribs out. Bring it back to center. Take the hips down towards the heels and just let that back bend take place in your body. Let it work, let it do its magic. It's always really important, guys, when we do like back bends and forward bends, is that we don't necessarily counter them straight away. We come back to neutral. So just having a moment here in neutral. And then we're going to take our hips down to left or right side. Taking our legs out to the front, sitting on our seat bones, sitting up tall. Hands are going to be by our hips. Let's take the toes up to the sky. So Dandasana or staff pose. Really tall. Find space in the neck or between the neck and the shoulders. hug it all in, guys. Get really close, get the chest onto the knees. And if you want to, you can slowly start to walk these heels forward. No, you might not get very far. It's absolutely fine. You don't have to do this. To see how your body feels today. See. Keeping the feet flexed. Relaxing the shoulders. Trying to keep the chest onto the thighs. Feeling the space in your lower back or maybe in your hamstrings, your calf. And then release those hands. Hugging your right knee into your chest. Let's take your right foot over your left leg. Hug that right knee with your left arm and we're going to twist. You can take your right hand down. Now if you want to, you can take your left arm up to the sky. Inhale and exhale, hook that left upper arm onto your right thigh. Just try not to tip back, really lift and lengthen. Keep that left foot flexed. Bring it back to center. Let's swap that twist over. So hugging in, left knee comes over right. Hug back. Left leg. So you can stay here. Here is a great place to be. But if you want to take your right arm up, hook it round. See if you've got a bit more twist. Got a bit more space. And then bring it back to center. Taking that left leg long, let's just bring the fingertips behind us. Let's open the chest, open the heart. And bring it up. Come into our seated position just to finish. So just having a couple of moments here with your breath. Checking in with your body. Congratulating yourself on your practice. Let's take an in breath, bringing the arms up to the sky. Out breath, bring them down. Let's take it forwards if we can. Feel the ground, feel the earth. And then bringing it back. Thank you very much, guys. Hope you enjoyed your practice with me today. Let me know, give me any feedback, and I'll see you very soon. So, bye.